Welcome to another Meeples and Milkshakes Board Game Cafe unboxing video. I'm Jim. We have 8 or so boxes, a bunch of cool new things and restocks. Let's get right at it. First thing we have is a restock of Santorini. We have a couple full cases here. There's a new supplier for this game, and so now we're able hopefully to get it more regularly. And we waited for months and months and months for Santorini. We finally got it a few weeks ago, and we're almost already sold out. There's obviously been some pent-up demand, and we want to make sure that we continue to have this awesome 2 to 3 player abstract game. It's really, really fun. It looks just like it shows on the box. You're moving your little workers up the towers that you're building as you play, and you're trying to reach a level 3 tower before your opponent does, and you're trying to stop your opponent from getting to level 3 before you. So learn this game in about a minute. There's lots of variability because there are these god cards that you can optionally play with. You don't have to, but once you've learned the basics of the game in your first game, I recommend playing with the god cards. They add a unique power for each player that is really, really fun and adds to the replayability of the game. It's just an awesome game. You can come down to the cafe and try it, and if you like it, you can take it home. And there's the second case. Awesome. Okay, next up we have Quest for El Dorado. This is a restock. In fact, this one is a special order, and the other one will go on the shelf. This is a very, very fun racing game, deck building game. So everybody starts with the same small deck of cards that let you move and do different things. And then over the course of the game, as you move, you're trying to go from this end of the map around to that end of the map. And while you're doing that, you're going to be getting more cards from the marketplace here that add to your deck. Every round you're drawing some cards in your hand, you get to use those. Those cards will either make it possible for you to buy more cards or do other different things. And so you're just trying to build the best engine you can with that deck to help you win the race. It's super, super fun. It's very easy to learn, pretty quick to play. It says 60 minutes in the box. I honestly don't think it takes that long. It's rare that I see a game where it actually takes less time than the box says, but oh, yeah, see, it's not straight, so hence the confusion. Really, really fun, and happy to have that back in because we just sold out a couple weeks ago. Next up, we have this game. I don't know too much about it. This is Maglev Metro. It just looks very, very cool. I thought we'd try it out, and this is a game by Ted Alspech, who's known for a lot of games. As it says here, Suburbia, Castles of Mad King Ludwig. Oh man, so many others. Oh, anyway, doesn't matter. Maglev Metro is the game we're talking about here. Magnetic levitation rail. So in Maglev Metro, utilize state-of-the-art magnetic levitation technology to build a metropolitan rail system transporting workers and robots beneath the city. I remember seeing some reviews and pictures of this, and it looked really, really cool. And I thought we'd try to bring it in. This is a game for 1 to 4 players, so it even has a solo mode, which is pretty cool. And yeah, plays in about 90 minutes, ages 14 and up, by Bezier Games, who make, I think, quite a lot of Ted's games, if I remember correctly. So there we go, Maglev Metro. Oh, I guess this didn't fit in the other box. So, this is Unmatched Bruce Lee. This is the one and only set right now for Unmatched that isn't standalone playable. You do have to combine this with any of the other sets that come with other characters and maps, and it lets you play as Bruce Lee. Yeah, this is a really, really fun card-based tactical skirmish game. It's getting very popular. There's a whole bunch of new sets coming out this year. We've already had one come out this year, which was Little Red Riding Hood versus Beowulf. We had Buffy the Vampire Slayer come out last winter as well. Let's see, before that, what was Cobble and Fog that had like Invisible Man and Dracula and cool ones like that. Anyway, there's Jurassic Park. There's all kinds of different sets for Unmatched, and this game, I think it's going to have a good year. This game. This is a good year for Unmatched for sure. So the other box has a bunch of Unmatched in it as well. All right. As advertised, we have some more of the latest. This is Little Red Riding Hood versus Beowulf. We were running low on that one. It's a very cool set. Comes with a small map that's suitable for 2 players, and it comes with the awesome Little Red and Beowulf minis. Also their sidekicks, the Huntsman and Maglev, and then, I don't know if I'm saying that right. And then of course the cards and the map and everything else you need to play, which is pretty neat. One thing I really like about this is that it's not like you have to have the base set. If you want to just try one of these smaller sets to get going, then you can. For example, Jurassic Park, Ingen versus the Raptors. So you can see the very, very cool Raptor figures that come in this one. So who's going to win that one? That's, I guess, for you to figure out. Then we also have Robin Hood versus Bigfoot. This, check out the amazing Bigfoot mini in here. I love this one. The Robin Hood one is pretty nice too, though, honestly. So there you go. Who's going to win Robin Hood versus Little Red Riding Hood? Or Bigfoot versus Raptors? Well, you can play with both of those sets and find out. Okay, then we have, this is Sagrada. We have some more Unmatched, but moving on a little bit, we have Sagrada. This is a special order, but then these copies will go on the shelf. Sagrada is an amazing game. It came out around the same time as Azul, and in my head they're always linked together, but they're pretty different games. In Sagrada, you are selecting dice or drafting dice. They get rolled at the beginning of every round. You're going to select the ones you want, and you have to put them in your stained glass window according to the rules. The rules are pretty simple. You can't have the same number or the same color directly beside each other, edge to edge. And then in your sheet, you slide a little card under with these colors and numbers. So these are requirements. Like you have to put a yellow there, you have to put a red there, you have to put a 2 there, you have to put a green there, etc. So following those rules, and then and also trying to optimize for the scoring rules, which come out differently every game. You're trying to get the best score, and I think it plays in like 9 or 10 rounds. Basically, you're going to get enough dice to fill in your entire card. If you play your dice properly, you might be stuck at the end of the game not having any legal place to put those last couple dice, which can be a bummer, but better luck next time. That's the way it goes. Sagrada is an awesome game, and we're really glad to get more of that as well. Back to Unmatched. Here's that Cobble and Fog I was talking about. Dracula, Jekyll and Hyde, Invisible Man, and Sherlock Holmes. Bigger map, bigger set, yeah, very, very neat. This one plays up to 4 players. I mean, the map is suitable for 4 players, and yeah, there you go. It says it plays in 20 to 40 minutes, which is about right. And then Buffy. So we have Buffy, Spike, Willow, and Angel in this set, and you can see those really nice miniatures there. This one is well plays 2 to 4 players. So if you want to know who would win, would Buffy be able to beat Little Red Riding Hood or Ingen? Well, now you can find out too. Love these games. Next up, one I'm very excited about, Martin Wallace, Wildlands, The Ancients. Wildlands is one of my favorite games, and this is a really neat expansion for it, and contains a solo mode, 2-player cooperative mode, 2 new maps, and a team mode for 4 to 6 players, and it contains a new faction. You can see these awesome miniatures that are included. We have Wildlands in the library here, I believe. Actually, I'm not 100% sure. I think we have Wildlands. We should have Wildlands in the library here. And I don't think we'll have this in the library because we have very few copies of this, and it'll be very popular. And we usually don't put expansions in the library, unfortunately, because then things get mixed up and it's hard for new players to figure out what they should play with. But if you like Wildlands like I do, you will definitely want this. This is the biggest expansion yet for the game. It is a game that is amazing, and even if you're not the kind of, even if it's not your thing, like it's another like tactical battle skirmish thing, card driven. even if that's not typically your style of game, you might find this one actually piques your interest. It's slightly different, it's very well balanced, and it's just exquisite. And Martin Wallace is an awesome designer, so you can trust that he's done a good job on this. And I know that I've always really enjoyed playing Wildlands. So there we go. And finally in this box we have Startups, which is a Oink game. And this is a really fun little game where you are trying to get the most stocks in different companies, and these are just cards. Very simple little game, as you can imagine, in a box this size. Although for Oink games, this is one of the more challenging ones. I've played this several times. It says it plays about 20 minutes. That's right. It plays 3 to 7 players, which is also cool. It's a lot of fun. It's really easy to learn and play. Everything fits in this box. It's jammed full of little coins and cards and everything. All the tokens you need to play it. So that's Startup. Oh yeah. We've been waiting for this for so long. One of these is special ordered. Disney Villainous. Finally back in stock. We have a couple more in here as well. That is very exciting news. This is the, it says here, I'll let you see it as well. We'll read it together. I have still not played this, which kills me, honestly. We've never had enough to justify putting one in the library. We always get so few. In this epic contest of sinister power, take on the role of a Disney villain and strive to achieve your own devious objective. Discover your character's unique abilities and winning strategy while dealing twists of fate to thwart your opponent's schemes. Find out who will triumph over the forces of good and win it all. Yeah, this is a very popular game. This is a Prospero Hall design game. That's a very popular design studio. They make a bunch of games for Ravensburger and other, most of them Ravensburger? I'm not sure. I can't remember if they're all Ravensburger. We have a bunch of games from Prospero Hall, including Pan Am, and Jaws, and Horrified. They're all great games, and yeah, so there we go. That is Villainous. One, like I said, one of these is special ordered. Person has waited way too long. We have a restock of Role Player because we recently sold our second to last copy. We're down to one. We want to keep this one in stock. It's a very fun game where you are, you know, when you play a role-playing game, first thing you have to do is you have to create your character and you roll dice to create your character. Well, this is the game that is all about, it makes a game out of the idea of rolling your dice to create a character. So it's a dice drafting and selection game. You can see on the back of the box kind of how that goes. I've played this a couple times. It's super, super fun. Sadly, I have not got to play the expansions yet. We do have those as well. One thing to note is it has the Dice Tower Seal of Excellence, which is only given to the absolute cream of the crop. This game definitely qualifies. It is really, really fun. There's also a number of other games that have been spawned from this world, like Lockup, which is also a great game. We have that here, as well as Cartographers, which is a fun roll and write game. Well, actually a flip and write game where you're drawing a little map. And you can play that with any number of players. It's just a great, great fun game. So there we go, Role Player. Now, this one I'm really excited about. One of these is for the library, and we only have 2 right now, but we have more coming in our next shipment. I've been hearing a lot about this really nice game. I believe this is also a Prospero Hall game. This is a 2 to 6 player game called Push. Rack up points by playing cards to the stacks, but watch out. You can't repeat a color or number. Choose when to stop and score the best stack, or push your luck and go for more. I watched a review of this and it looked awesome. I can't wait to have everybody at the library or at the cafe learn it so that we can teach people in the library. I think this is going to be a real hit here at the cafe. And I brought in a number more copies because I know people are going to want to take this home after they play it. It's just that fun. And it comes in this nice case too. It's a nice plastic case, not quite what you usually see for a game, but yeah, I kind of like it. So there you go, Push. Box within a box. We'll have to open this one now. Oh, good. More copies of Targi. Targi is an awesome 2-player game. So awesome that we bought another case of it in. because two-player games, of course, are all the rage right now. This is, if you've been like, I like games, but you know what? Two-player games are always so easy, and they're kind of, oh, I want something more challenging. There you go, Targi. This is not like the hardest game in the world or anything like that. I'm not saying that, but it's definitely a meatier game, a thinkier game, and one you're going to appreciate if you want something just a little bit more challenging and interesting and more variety in a two-player game. So that makes us very happy to be able to get a bunch in. This was another one of those games that spent a few months completely unavailable for us to bring in, and now that it's in, we want to make sure we have it. That's Targi. We also have the Targi expansion available as well, so if you have already played Targi and you want even more interesting things to do in that game, then check out the expansion. And we have one more copy of Disney Villainous. Is that all they put in this box? Oh, no, there's a bit more. Oh, right, cool, very nice. This is None of a Kind. This is another great family game by Amigo Games. One of these is going to go into the library, and then one will be for sale. It says here on the back of the box, wait, it says blue, but it's printed in red. What's going on? This multiplayer brain teaser game is designed to befuddle and strengthen your brain. Everyone plays at once as you race to match up cards that don't match. It sounds easy, but it's surprisingly challenging. After you play a few rounds, you'll see why this game has no match. So first you pick your card to start your row, then you find a card that does not match the color of the word, the color of the ink, or the number of words on your card. The player with the longest row earns the highest point card in a race to score the most points. I know that this would hurt my brain, but in very, very enjoyable ways. I'm sure it would probably be a lot of fun to watch me play this, because I would probably suck at it, to be honest. But I think that's the charm of this one, and I look forward to seeing people playing this here at the cafe. And then for our last box, we have Whistle Mountain, which is another game, great game by Bezier Games. This is the follow-up to Whistle Stop. Scott Caputo and Luke Laurie designed this one. This has been very popular, definitely I think more popular than Whistle Stop, which is a game I personally enjoyed, but I never really heard people talk too much about Whistle Stop, unfortunately. I really enjoyed it, but Whistle Mountain is definitely doing very well. Happy to find some more copies because it's out of stock at most distributors right now, but I found one that had it. So there we go, Whistle Mountain. In fact, I think I got their very last copies too. And then Avalon, which is the Merlin themed version of the Resistance. This is a really fun social deduction game, and I think we've been out of stock of this for a while, so happy to have that back in too. That's it for this box. Lots of packing peanuts too, but we're not going to sell those. So thanks very much for watching this video. We've unboxed a lot of cool things. I know I'm super excited about Wildlands, the Ancients, finally having Disney Villainous back in stock. I know that'll make a lot of people happy. A number of special orders have arrived, which also makes us happy when people get the things they've been waiting for. So yeah, thanks again. We are having a promotion this month, 2-for-1 stay and play, Tuesdays through Thursdays, and members can bring their friends in for half-price stay and play this month. So do come in. We have not been, and of course, why are we doing that? Well, we've not been very busy during the week lately, and so you know, especially if you've been maybe rightfully concerned about going out these days, you can. It's pretty safe to say that, you know, probably will not be a full house, unfortunately. We would love it to be, obviously, but come on in Tuesday to Thursday. You'll save some money on the stay and play fees, but also, yeah, you'll get, you'll have, it probably won't be packed, especially during the middle of the day. If you have time in the middle of the day to come in, it's a great time. We have been experimenting with some new menu items. We have stew that was originally available only on the weekend. Now it's available every day that we're open, which we're excited about. It's been so popular, and we're working on a bunch of other cool things that we'll be talking about very soon. So thanks again for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please give it the thumbs up, and please share it with your friends on whatever medium you have to do that. We appreciate that, to get the word out. And if you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, you'll get notified when these are posted. I have personally not been doing a great job of getting these posted quickly recently, and I'm going to rededicate myself to trying to get these available right away, so they're timely. So apologies for that not happening in late February, early March. Yeah, so again, thanks again for watching, and hope you have a great weekend. Stay safe. Thanks. Bye.